Not even the sky is your limit. You can design your life however you choose. And I'm going to show you how to start the process now. So let me get this off the table. First and foremost, and if you don't believe me, you can look this up. The World Health Organization has classified processed meats, including ham, salami, bacon, hot dogs, any type of packaged meat, all right, that you see in grocery stores, meat that you buy out of restaurants. These meats have been labeled as a Group 1 carcinogen, which means that there is strong evidence that processed meats cause cancer. Cancer is nothing more than fungus.
And cancer. Cancer, says Dr. Milton White, is neither the result of a virus nor the consequence of an inherited gene defect. And yet we all hear that every day. If your mom had breast cancer, you're going to have it. Cancer is a hybrid. He's right. It is due to a plant bacterium. He's close. Plant fungus, I believe, because conidia live inside these plant sacs, derived from a sac Ascomycete strain of fungus. Dr. Milton White, God bless him, he died a few years after he published it.
Red meat such as beef, lamb, pork, chicken, all of it has been classified as a probable cause of cancer. So now that that's off the table, let me get to my notes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are wondering why most people in this country are not where they want to be in life, why most people are entertained more than they are educated, why most people consume more than they produce, and this is going to help you get rich. It's only because 1.5% of this country, the United States of America, is vegan. 1.5% of the country is vegan. So this means out of approximately 308,745,000 people approximately, right? 3.8 million of us don't eat meat. 74% of vegans are women. 74%. Now check this out. The average age of vegans is 42. Why is this? Is it because they start experiencing health conditions in the mid, sometimes early 30s, late 30s, early 40s, so people start changing the way they eat later on? So to everybody out there that is not eating meat, you know you already feel rich. You already know where I'm going with this now that I flipped it on the food, because you are what you want. I don't even have to explain it. You are what you want. So if you're eating animals, you're thinking animalistic. Why? Because anything that has life is a living organism. That means that it has a DNA. It has genes, genetics. Whatever you eat, you take on the genetics of. So if you're eating something that is already dead, what are you nutritionally benefiting from eating something that is dead? Notice how when you slice a vegetable or a fruit, it's juicy on the inside. That's because it's alive. It's alive, and we can consume that, because true richness has nothing to do with something that is man-made like money. All right? Money is man-made. There is no amount of money in the world that can fix bad health. If you don't believe me, look up how many rich people die. Although some of us know that death is nothing more than a construct of man. If you do not take care of this machine, the machine will stop working. The body is a machine. The body is a machine. If you do not feed the machine, the right fuel, you'll run out of gas. Most people take on the, healthy eating lifestyle. They take on the vegan lifestyle. They do a fast, and then they get right back to their old eating ways. That's the worst thing you can do. Change for the better and then go back to the worse. Now, check this out. Some people have the excuse. People start facing this cognitive dissonance because they're faced with this information that goes against everything that they've been taught and everything that they do. I understand. I didn't take it so hard. You don't have to tell me twice to live my life. But most people make the excuse that to be a vegan takes a lot of money. Or, to be a vegan, you have to make a lot of money or spend a lot of money on produce or vegetables and fruits. And this is just not true. This is a myth. And I have the facts to prove it.
Stop the presses, because guess what? The money-saving queen is in the house, showing us how to save serious money while putting healthy food on the table for you and your family. There we are. She is Sarah Rowe. Hi, Sarah.
Hello. Hi. How are you doing?
We are well, and we're going to be doing a lot better when you tell us about these fresh vegetables that you're kind of saying we might want to try it on our own. Tell us a little bit about this.
Yes, actually our readers have been submitting a lot of ideas about starting their own gardens. Many of them are already doing it. And as we started to look at it, we realized this is actually the most frugal way to save on produce. So we're going to start right off at the top with zucchini, okay?
There you go.
Some comparisons here. At the store, this would cost you $2.49 a pound, but homegrown, for $2.50, you can actually get 15 pounds of zucchini.
You're kidding.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I mean,
and then jalapeno.
I'm not very good at doing this, but when I start hearing these savings, I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I need to learn this. What about the next thing you've got on there?
Yes, jalapeno peppers at the store, 1 pound, which is about 20 peppers, would cost you about $1.50. But homegrown for $1.50, you can get 300 peppers or 15 pounds.
Whoa.
So that's a big difference as well. Yes.
Okay.
Now, next up, we've got cucumbers. At the store, 1 cucumber could cost you $1.29, but homegrown, 250 pounds would only be $2.50.
How many baskets of cucumbers would that be?
That would be a whole lot of baskets. That's all I got to say.
Okay, what about this summer favorite? In fact, I was just at a friend's house at a shower on Saturday, and they said, we got to get rid of these tomatoes because someone's got to enjoy them. Tomatoes are a favorite.
They are a favorite. I'm actually growing these as well. And at the store, they would be about $3 a pound, but homegrown, 150 pounds for $2.50.
Wow, good deal.
Huge savings.
Yeah, big one. What about green beans, Sarah?
Green beans at the store, 20 pounds would be $50, but homegrown, you get 20 pounds for $2.50.
Are you kidding?
So obvious savings, yeah.
Are you that lazy? Are you that in a rush to go work for somebody else, to go accumulate man-made money and not really know how to sustain life without somebody else enabling you? Are you that much in a rush to get to that you won't take out the time to treat your treat your machine, your body, and nourish yourself?
Of our background, if you don't be afforded a chance to get out and prove yourself and show that you have a work ethic, you kind of like left to fend for yourself out on the streets, go back to dealing or whatever, which I choose not to do. I have something to look forward to. When someone asks you, well, what are you doing? I was like, I'm a co-owner of a garden out in West Oakland, and so I'm happy about that.
Are you that much in love with the taste that you're willing to leave your family early? Are you that much in love with snacks and milk and cheese, which is all a form of milk, a cow hormone and cow pus and all types of elements and compartments from the cow? You have no reason to eat that stuff.
Well, first of all protein is made by plants. I'll state that again for the record. All protein is initially made by plants, all of it. And it is not necessary to eat animal tissue in order to get protein. Only plants have the ability to actually take nitrogen from the air, break those molecules apart, and incorporate that nitrogen into amino acids and then make protein. Any protein you get from an animal is simply recycled plant protein.
The animals eat grass and they eat the plants and the fruits and the vegetables of the earth because they're grounded to the earth. But you know what else animals eat? They eat animals. Why? Because they have a fucking jaw that's built to lock on them and eat them without putting seasoning them and seasoning and frying it up and, you feel me? And throwing it in the oven. Let me ask you a question. Would you catch that same animal that you eat every week? You're eating beef, right? You're eating chicken, right? Can you catch it? Can you catch it raw? Skin it, cut it, and eat it without seasoning it or without cooking it? Well, then it's not meant to be. It's not natural.
And here we have some ginger.
Annette Larkins shows off her garden in her Miami-Dade County backyard. It's full of fruits and vegetables. Every corner of her garden has something that is edible.
And I've been eating them, and they're so good.
She also collects rainwater to drink and water her plants. Annette says the food in her garden is her fountain of youth.
I'm very vibrant. I have lots of energy, as I told you before. I'm up at no later than 5:30 in the morning as a rule, and I'm ready to go.
Annette's husband owned a meat store in the 1960s. That's when she became a vegetarian. But as the years went by, she became a raw vegan. She does not eat any animal products. Her food is unprocessed and uncooked.
My diet consists of fruits, nuts, vegetables, and seeds. I do a lot of sprouting of seeds, and as you can see from my garden, of course, these are the raw foods that I eat.
Annette also juices fruits and veggies. You name it, she can juice it. Grapefruits, pineapples, even spinach. But not everyone in the Larkins family eats and drinks this way. Annette's husband of almost 54 years chose to continue to eat the way he did when they were first married.
I really wish I would have did what she's done.
Amos Larkin says people even wonder if Annette is his wife.
They'll ask me, what am I doing with their young girl? Or they'll say, you got your granddaughter with you, and things like that,
Amos takes prescription medicines daily for high blood pressure and diabetes. Annette says she doesn't even take an aspirin. Because friends and strangers kept asking her questions about her health and youthful appearance, she decided to publish 2 Journey to Health booklets, and she produced a DVD 12 years ago.
Discovery Channel, they took sections of the booklet and translated them into Spanish, which, by the way, is my second language.
So how old is this size 4 beauty? Annette just turned 70 years old.
This one lady who is my age, she said, was telling her friend that I used to tell them about eating and they wouldn't listen. And her reply was to that, or her response to that was, look at her now and look at us.
She's an amazing person, though. Oh, man. I mean, really, she do everything. Build computers. Oh, she's make all her own clothes, grow her own food, speak 3 languages. It's amazing.
We talking about natural. We're talking about science here. And this is why you see most people in the black community overweight, obese, diabetes out. America got us. All right? But we can get ourselves. Get yourself. Save yourself. And it's not about eating greens every day, because I'm not a rabbit. I'm not about to be munching on salads. I'm not a salad eater, and I don't even eat kale once a month. But I don't eat meat, and I don't drink milk, and I don't eat cheese, and I feel great. I drink alkaline water. I try to stay away from acid and things that are acidic. My body cannot, do what it was meant to do in an acidic climate. Rich is a feeling. You know how many people have money in the bank and feel like shit? You know how many people have money in the bank right now, they'll be dead in 90 days? All because of their health? Guess what ages they die around? In their 40s and 50s. People ain't even making it to 60 years old no more, y'all. Let's get that shit straight. They ain't making it to 60 no more. They're barely making it to 50. Most people are checking out with heart attacks, going into cardiac arrest. Hell no. That's what this shit do. You gotta fix your eating, yo. I love you, so I'm taking out the time to make the video. I don't give a fuck about how you feel about what I'm saying. I'm serious about this. Somebody's gonna get it.